Hey, Randy. Listen, we're at your house over on Tompkins. Figured I'd do this. It'd be a movie instead of still pictures, just to give you some sort of explanation on what's going on here. We're doing our little investigative thing before we do any backfill, and I want to show you how much we've taken the wall down a little bit. It's not probably going to go much lower than that, but we may have to do some things in a couple spots. I've got Nate here. Nate's one of my guys, and he's going to explain some things that we're coming across right now. And I'll start right up here at the end of the driveway. So let's go. This is Nate. Hey, Randy.
Nate. Hey, Randy. How are you? We see that they have used rebar pins down. It appears that they're going full depth, whether they're going into the ground much more or not. The layout starts out. This one doesn't go deep. This one goes deeper between the two posts. This pin tied back. It is into the ground there. It looks pretty good, but it's not serving a whole lot of purpose. It was tied out to the edge of the wall and with a washer on the other face. Bar here, they're going quite a bit more length than what we would like to see without bar. Should be a pin here where you've got your pins. You should pin one to the other, 2 pins, maybe just 8-inch spikes or 10-inch spikes there, but a little bit long without rebar. Not a big issue here. There's not a lot of elevation. Bar ends aren't pinned. That's a concern of ours. As you can see, this end here is floating outward, and it's just going to continue to keep floating outward. This was pinned as well, and washer the other side. That looks like a good tie-in. And right next to it here, we're not quite sure what they were doing. This is just a straight 4x4 going back through. We'll pretty much do nothing but float. So it was good effort, not really, but so again, these ends are a concern if they're not tied in. They did use several 3-inch screws, which really don't have much structural integrity. Again, down through, it looks like bar down, but the ends that aren't tied together are a concern. Here's an end that has a bar in it close to the end. That's probably pretty good, but this end should be tacked or pinned with a spike. This end should be that end. As you can see, these ends are going to float if they're not pinned in. Another end here. Obviously, you get some backfill against it. It's just going to push out. They have used some corner angles on the corners, where if we go down to, would be nice to pin again with just a spike down through. Pinning the corners gives it a little more structural value. And the face is where we run into quite a bit of what we feel is not good as well, with the ends not being tacked or spiked in here. You can see these floating outward.
And again, another one of these.
And then another straight 4x4 that just goes back in and it's just going to float forward. Ends not pinned together.
Some of the hardware they've been using, which is 2.5-inch, 1.5-inch screws, which are definitely not adequate.
Yeah, some of these. This is the washers that were on the face of the wall tied in.
Just a hodgepodge of hardware, And again, nothing down here too, Randy. I mean, absolutely nothing at the end. So you got that one tie in the front, corners.
Yeah, one piece, we get this piece down here, both blowing out.
I mean, this stuff's just going to push out because it was never pinned in correctly to begin with. So, hope this gives you a little bit more insight, Randy, on this wall. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I probably gonna probably put some time into this if you want it. I mean, this is entirely up to you. I'm gonna give you a ring later, but I'll get you this video today, and hopefully, you'll be able to make some sort of decisions. Anyways, that's it.